Good afternoon, World Wide Web. This is James, your favorite ticker picker, with an update video on AMC Entertainment Holdings. Back to $4.74. Good grief. There was no short squeeze. It did burst up to 880 or 850 for just a little while on fake news. I'm unhappy that I thought it was real news for a few hours, and then I made another video explaining that it was fake news. Luckily, about 1,000 people got to see that. And the world digested it for themselves and came up with the opinion that it was fake news. They just resubmitted another plea deal. They're submitting it to the judge. Now the judge is going to rule again, and everybody's like, uh-oh. And then AMC threatened bankruptcy, of course, if it didn't go through. Well, here's the deal. The judge is going to rule again. I think we can just see what happened. If the judge rules against the merger again, which he very well may, really want them to vote again and have a fair vote, which he clearly said they did not have the first time. So he could still rule against them again and then diddle them off for another 50, 60 days or so. Maybe before he lets it clack, or maybe he just doesn't let it clack. Then it goes to appeals court, and then maybe they let it clack. There's always going to be some kind of a chance of a clack. There is no one judge that's going to be the final say-all, especially one that had a flaky enough of a ruling to leave the door open to another plea deal being made. He didn't say, I don't want to hear it no more. He didn't say, go make another plea deal. He just said, I can't accept this plea deal the way it is. And the way it was is with a shitty vote. So if they do get rejected again, you can see a sudden spike in AMC spike price, and then you can see a collapse of the APE like we just witnessed. Or if he accepts the merger, you're going to then see an APE dilution and then the clacking together. So I think that the APE is finished no matter what. The AMC has a chance to be a upside down company. Maybe they won't be able to dilute the APE enough to pay off a meaningful amount of debt. They're not going to get a couple of $1 billion out of it, even if they issue a couple of billion more APEs. They could dilute that thing down to a quarter, and they're still not going to come up with enough to pay off their bonds. So it's still going to be a crippled company with a higher stock price, and stock price probably falling because of its crippledness. But could it go back to $8 on another ruling? Absolutely. Are they going to get that other ruling? Perhaps. It's like, I don't know, 50-50, at least for now. And then he might rule again in 50 days. Who knows? He'll submit yet another plea deal. And that news will hit the next day. But the judge did not turn down their conversion. He just delayed their conversion. The key words were speedier and slowed down. Those were the most honest words used in the media on Friday. Glad we caught this. I wish I'd have caught it quicker for you guys. But I really believe the articles I was reading until I read more of them, and then I started seeing the word speedier and not as fast and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. So I never read the ruling, and I did a video where I read the ruling. If you want to go hear the judge's ruling, it's on my channel. But yeah, AMC is just stuck in this little pickle, and I don't think it's going to go back up to $6. I think the judge is waiting on the new judge's ruling. Expect that to take 2 or 3 weeks. This thing might just be farting around right where it's been farting around, with phenomenal earnings to come. The earnings might just give it a pucker up. Who knows? Barbie's killing it. It's going to probably save July. That's good news. AMC might be able to survive with or without this clacking together, and it could ultimately be good news in the end. However, if they do the 1.5 billion shares as predicted, that's where it's priced at right now, and then they dilute something else, whether it be the APE or the AMC, we're going to see a collapse in that. So who knows? They could double the amount of shares outstanding, could send this thing into the twos. Um, a lot of people commented calling me a liar when I said it was fake news. It was not a lie. I read the news to you. Clearly, it said less speedy and reducing the high speed of the merger. That doesn't mean cancel the merger. Some of them were actually printing a lie. They were printing cancel the merger. That's not what he did. So real news, fake news, good comprehension skills. Pat myself on the back. I wish I'd have played it better, but I got sucked in too. Hopefully you relieved yourself of some of this, and you got out of your investment, and you're sitting there hopefully waiting for the profit. At least you got out of your investment. Um, that would have been good advice. I don't know, everybody. AMC, I'm scared to death of it at this point. It's a pot shot. It might be a great one to straddle. You can find a way to straddle this thing for the earnings call, and the judge's ruling, like a 3 month straddle or a 6 month straddle or something like that. You might just find it collapsing or going to the moon. You could see either one. It might be a very good one to straddle. AMC Entertainment, that's the best I can do for you today is a straddle play. I'm not a professional. I am a previous owner of AMC stocks. I might buy some more, who knows? But just sharing my updates and experiences and the news that's coming out. Have a wonderful day. Good luck with AMC. Please like the video and subscribe for continual updates. Thank you very much.